welcome to October 2008 Startup to Startup. I have with me Reid Hoffman, founder and chairman of LinkedIn, also president of products, and Matt+cohler, formerly VP of product and general manager at Facebook, and now general partner at Benchmark, where he has absolutely no capital to invest. It's a terrible thing. I guess we were going to have you guys here to talk about social networks and platforms, but in the last 30 days, the bottom's fallen out of the market. RIP good times. Are we done? Is there no reason to be investing anymore or starting companies in Silicon Valley? Or what's your perspective?
So I made an investment last week. Many huge companies are started during a downturn. That includes, for example, LinkedIn. Now you have to be much more careful because everyone is cautious about what our follow-on investments look like, and you have to really think hard about that. So you have to be much more careful, but you have a broader range of opportunity and more range of actually creating something that gets above the noise.
And Reid, you're mainly investing at the angel level, correct?
Almost entirely angel or Series A.
And roughly speaking, you'd stay under $500,000 kind of size of investment or smaller than that?
Almost always, actually almost always even smaller than 200.
Now, Matt, you're investing theoretically at the large VC level. Let's say that's 5 to 10 million and up. What do you think the prospects are these days for investing at the, tier one venture capital firm?
Well, it could be less than 5 million to start. I would say that, to echo some of what Reid said, I think actually there is no such thing as a good time or a bad time to start a company. There's trade-offs in different environments. We can talk about what some of those trade-offs are. But I think great new companies end up being great companies precisely because they are not correlated to the current economic cycle, right? So there's lots of examples of great companies that have started in down times. There's lots of examples of great companies that have started in boom times. There's examples in between. The valley will go on.
So sounds like you guys are at least glass half full, if not 3/4 full. So recently, LinkedIn just launched its platform, literally within the last 24 hours. Yahoo also launched a platform. Facebook has had a platform out for about a year or so. And MySpace and others are launching platforms as well. So what's your general feeling on the usefulness and success of these social platforms, and where do you see them going in the near future?
One of the things that has to happen for any platform to be successful is you have to have killer apps. And I think we're starting to see killer apps, but there's still a lot of room left for killer apps. And if you look historically at things that ultimately became great platforms, the Macintosh as a platform, for example, was almost pronounced dead at the moment when desktop publishing finally arrived via PageMaker and turned around that platform. The same thing could be said in some sense for kind of the original personal computer platform with IBM in the early 80s. So there's still a lot of opportunity left, but I'm also pretty excited about some of the things that have happened so far.
Maybe one difference about the LinkedIn platform is you guys are more focused on productivity applications specifically, and you've had a pretty high filter for what you've allowed out on the platform. Could you maybe talk about what your expectations are and why you think developers are motivated to work on the LinkedIn platform?
So on the LinkedIn platform, we are more focused on a limited number of applications that our members would find useful for getting work done, finding information, some interaction between each other. So for example, we have an application from Amazon that's like professional book recommendations and that sort of thing. We actually have tried to tune it so that our partners are actually looking for generating revenue, and our businesses, basically businesses writing their version of software or extending what they're doing on the web on LinkedIn. And so we expect actually, generally speaking, it's not so much the individual developer as much as a business entity offering a relatively robust value proposition to the member.
Well, thanks again for coming out for Startup to Startup, and we're looking forward to a great evening with you guys.